So, Donald Trump, the way he is attacked, there's something about the left. Let me just use the statists, whether they're the media, whether they're the Democrats, whether they're Jeff Flake, people like that, even from time to time, Rubio, people like that. There's something that's bothering them. And I'll tell you what it is. Trump refuses to play by their game. He refuses. He talks to the American people the way the American people talk to each other. Sometimes with passion, sometimes not. Sometimes they write to each other and they have little misspellings. Sometimes they don't. He's not prepackaged like a Mitch McConnell. He doesn't listen to all of his slick advisors like Mitch McConnell. He doesn't do Washington speak like Mitch McConnell. He is a dynamic, charismatic personality, that he is. But he actually is advancing a very solid pro-American agenda. Not pro-government agenda, pro-American agenda. And it drives them nuts. Now look, when I have my disagreements with this president, I say so. I don't believe he should have signed that massive spending bill. He should have vetoed it. And I think he's had second thoughts about it himself. And there are other examples. But on the whole, his agenda has been far more conservative than almost every candidate he ran again in the Republican primaries. It's true. It's true. So what's the beef? Well, you've had people who worked in the Bush administration. You've had people who worked in a variety of these campaigns, 16, 17 candidates. You've had people who've been in Washington a long, long time, so long that the pigeons think they're statues and crap on their heads when they walk down the street. I'm telling you. You've got people who are entrenched in Washington, in the Republican establishment, who've served in prior administrations, who've served in multiple administrations, who work with consultants, who work with think tanks, whomever they are, whatever they are. And they sit down with each other at dinner, probably right now, at the Mayflower Hotel. Or maybe one of the many Hiltons or Marriotts in Washington. They sit down and they conspire and they lament. They're out of power. They have no influence. What shall they do? In fact, they came out very publicly against this man for president of the United States, even in the general election. It's turned out he's been more successful than they ever could have dreamed. More successful. And so they look foolish. They look actually quite stupid, moronic, unintelligent. And they have to fear, what do we do about this? What do we do? I know what we'll do. We never trumpet. We will collude and conspire with billionaires on the left. That's what we'll do. To take out this president. We'll find a candidate to run against him in the Republican primary. Who do we have? We have Jeff Flake? Well, we'll find another. Kasich. Our man Kasich. The guy with the tick who's over with his neck. Whatever. We'll find one. All we need to do is pull enough votes from him. It doesn't matter if a left-wing kook like Kamala Harris becomes president, because we'll be back stronger than ever. Oh, we will. We'll take it back. We'll find our next Romney. I mean, wait a minute. Didn't he lose? Yes. Oops. We'll find our next McCain. What? Didn't he lose? Yeah, he lost. I don't think he won. Well, you know what you mean. We'll find our next guy to rally around. And we'll take the Republican Party back. Now, many of these people don't know a damn thing about the Republican Party. They don't know a damn thing about the base. They've never done anything with the base. They don't know anything. But don't worry. Don't worry. They know. And we got to stop Trump. At all costs. Well, look what he's doing with the judges outstanding. Doesn't matter. Look what he's doing with our allies. Look what he's done with Israel. Doesn't matter. Look, he's trying to secure the border. It's national. Doesn't matter. He's building up the military. He's defending law enforcement. Doesn't matter. Our egos, our narcissism is more important. And so they join in with these left-wing. The perfect example of this, the quintessential example of this would be Joe Scarborough on MSNBC. Here's a man who is a failed politician. In Congress a couple of terms. A backbencher. Who won a heavily Republican district in the panhandle of Florida. Then he goes sideways in his own personal life and other things. I'm not going to get into it. But in any event, he wants to be a radio host. Utterly and completely fails. Then he wants to be a TV host. He goes to Roger Ailes and Fox. He wants to, is my understanding. They don't want him. Then we have this MSNBC. They'll take him, but of course, he has to be a Stormy Daniels. Otherwise, they're not going to take him. You know what I mean. So they take him. And there he is. They even named the show after The Morning Joe. You know, a playoff on coffee. I'll have my Morning Joe, please. Oh, that Joe. Wait a minute. Well, not him. And then he's there, and of course he has his sidekick, Mika Brzezinski of the Brzezinski High Wire Act. And they're flirting on TV all the time. Everybody sees, whoa, what's that all about? Next thing you know, they're going to get married. Oh, congratulations. The guy hates Trump. The gal hates Trump. They used to love him. They used to have him on. He would jack up their ratings. He used to have him. But then he said something that upset them. Or their paymasters tapped him on the shoulder and told him to cut it out. So no matter what Trump does, no matter what he wears, no matter what he says, no matter where he goes, they hate him. They hate him. And then they have their little panel of sexual harassers and plagiarists, among others, to comment on the President of the United States. And the Morning Joe talks like he has a broken jaw and looks like he's from the movie Deliverance. You know, Elliot, here, we smart guys over here, we just, there's Trump. That's right, Joe, says the Mika. That's right, Joe. Yes. The Ed McMahon of the show. The Ed McMahon. Perfect example. There's Andrea Mitchell. Andrea Mitchell on MSLSD. When you work for Comcast NBC, the worst place to be is MSNBC. She's been in broadcasting 412 years. And there she is, still a cub reporter, or as a cubette, for MSLSD. Still doing what she always does. Pushing her left-wing radical agenda and putting a question mark after it to make it sound like she's a news person. But she's not. Look at the conga line of freaks, miscreants, and malcontents on MSLSD and CNN. Look at them. That's journalism right there today. Journalism. A clown show. And they hate Trump. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? In a way, I'm glad they do. They're out of the closet. They can't pretend anymore to be objective reporters. That they're not. Right, Jake? Jake Tapper. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to catch this president anytime he lies. I'm a lie catcher. That's what I am. And I don't put up with... shut up, you idiot. Egomaniac. There's Wolf Blitzer. For all I know, he's passed out. He's sitting there. I don't know if the mouse moved. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Wolf Blitzer? The hell names their kid Wolf? Or Blitzer, for that matter. Sounds like he's one of the reindeers. Go, Blitzer. Go. Oh, it's Wolf. And then Don Lemon. Poor, dumb Don Lemon. Thinks he's being attacked because of his race. No, Don, you're being attacked because you're stupid. Trust me. It has nothing to do with the other. Nothing. Then we have Rachel Maddow. I haven't seen any reports on the websites or anything else lately about Rachel Maddow. Yeah, that's pretty good. About her ratings. You know why? Because Sean Hannity has knocked her off the top perch. Week after week after... Why isn't that a marquee headline anywhere? Because they hate him too. Oh, yeah, go after his real estate. Oh, yeah, look at that. Go after him. Get him. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.